Welcome, dear listeners, to the Speak and Flow podcast, where we dive into the art and science of effective communication to help you and your team achieve maximum potential and flow. My name is Melinda Lee, and I'm your host today. This episode is for our aspiring team leaders, or if you're already a team leader and want to lead a top performing team, this episode is for you. And we're diving into communication styles and preferences. Why? When we can understand the nuances of each communication preference, you're going to be able to move from managing or even overlooking your team members into more inspiring and leading and getting the results that you want. I'm going to take you to a couple years back. I was working with a team leader, and this team leader, very bright and talented, could not understand why the team was slowing down, the morale was low, and the project had been stalled. So I was brought in to diagnose the issue, and then working with the team, really quickly I found that each member of the team had different communication styles. Now, each style was so different, but yet nobody understood, recognized, or even celebrated the communication differences. And when you have different communication differences, they actually started to have a lot of conflict. They started getting frustrated with each other, could not understand why they could not hear each other out. They started talking over each other and they couldn't get anywhere. And so then the project started stalling. Then we used a tool called Insights Discovery. And this tool is powerful because it's science-backed. It's research that is dated all the way back into Hippocrates. And it's been research validated for reliability over decades. Now, I encourage you to use a tool, some tool, to understand the communication preferences of your team members. At Insights, we found that there's 4 color energies, 4 communication styles: cool blue, earth green, sunshine yellow, and fiery red. Now, I like Insights because we're using colors, right? Colors are visual and they're sticky, they're easy to remember. There's other tools such as DISC or Myers-Briggs that just use a tool so that each member of your team has a common language to talk about communication styles and communication preferences. So today I'm going to break down each of those 4. And as I break down the 4, I want you to listen carefully. For which out of the 4 do you resonate with? Which do you find are easy for you to use and you use them quite a bit? And which are you have used before, but maybe you're not so comfortable, maybe you don't prefer to use them. Just really ask yourself these questions. It's not right or wrong, it's just a little self-reflection exercise right now. Here we go. Here are the 4. The first one is cool blue. So think about that cool blue color. Cool blue is the energy that we use to analyze, to think about the data, to be cautious. On a project team, this cool blue energy will gather all the facts, put them into a logical manner, very structured, before making a decision. Second energy, earth green. Earth green has a collaborative nature, democratic nature, and earth green energy is used on a project team to go around to each member to ask for their opinion. And then earth green energy is a great listener. So they'll listen to every member on the team because they care about what people think and feel. The third energy, sunshine yellow, enthusiastic, dynamic, visionary. On a project team, the sunshine yellow will have the big picture thinking. They're going to connect the dots and they're going to get people excited about it. They'll probably end up throwing a fabulous party afterwards too. Now, finally, fiery red, determined, results-oriented, action-oriented. On a project team, the fiery red energy will look at all the tasks, assign deadlines, and make sure each one of them are done. Did you think about which color energies you prefer to use? Having this heightened awareness will serve you when you can recognize that each of them, you've used them. You probably prefer to use some more than the others, but notice how each of them on a project team are important. The fiery red energy. When you have a lot of fiery red energy, you probably have met those people that are taking a little bit longer. It could be that they're leading more with the cool blue energy. So just remember that when you're talking to someone with more cool blue energy, it's not that they're hesitating or resisting you. It may be more that they're just considering the data. They're considering the facts before moving forward. If you're a person that leads with more earth green energy and you're talking to someone with a lot of fiery red, the fiery red energy has lots of great points and they're communicative. And as an earth green energy, you're going to want to listen and listen to understand others versus to be understood. And it's not that you don't have valuable insight or opinions. It's more that you're just listening. And that is a strength. So remembering that each of these energies, when we discuss them, they all had their own value to add on a project. All of them are important. None of them are better than the others. Recognizing the differences and also the strengths and blind spots of each can make such a huge impact on your team. Going back to the team that I was working with, we did find out that the manager, the leader, had a lot of fiery red energy. And once the leader recognized the strengths of the cool blue energy, the leader gave the cool blue energy more time to evaluate the data, more time to let them do what they did best, which is really taking the facts into consideration. And when the cool blue energy recognized the strengths of the fiery red, the cool blue energy delivered the data more succinctly, concisely, and quickly. And the earth green energy, they went around and asked for the opinions of all the members, building each other. And when they all worked together so cohesively like that, leveraging the strengths of each, valuing the strengths of each, they became a more cohesive team moving forward toward progress and success. As a leader, a lot of times we need to go to where our people are, recognizing your own communication strengths as well as blind spots and those of your team members, knowing that there are 4 different communication styles, preferences: cool blue, earth green, sunshine yellow, and fiery red. And each of these energies have varying levels of intensity, meaning some have a lot more than others. So knowing that each person has their unique strengths and differences can help you to then therefore adapt, connect to the members of your team. And when you adapt and connect, you move from just managing people to leading and inspiring top performing teams. I hope you've taken away some nuggets from this episode. If you've liked it, comment, share it. And until next time, remember, I am your sister in flow. May prosperity flow to you and through you to others always. Thanks for joining the conversation today. Are you curious on how you measure up with your ability to speak in flow? Come grab my free self-assessment
at https://speakinflow.com/assessment. And I'll see you on the other side.